Okay, I ordered some accessories for the Ninja OL 501 multi-cooker. I searched around to see what is available out there and exactly what am I going to be using this Ninja for. Well, the first thing I wanted was the sling. And I got this one here. It's made by OXO. And this is a pretty reputable company. I mean, you want to make sure you get a product that is from a reputable source. Let me just take this out. The sling is going to be very helpful. If you put your pot on here like this and you want to lift it out, it's easier to lift out the pots. And more importantly, if you're cooking a roast or chicken, you know, a sling is going to be very helpful when you're trying to lift a pot out of the cooker. It just ties in together up here. You just lift it out. So some of these racks that you have in it, it's kind of hard to grip it. This one here, you don't have to touch the sidewalls or anything. You just pick it up like this. This is also good for putting your meats on here. Like if you got a whole chicken and you're air frying it, it's easy to pull out. You don't have to worry about sticking forks and spatulas or your hands in there trying to get the meat out. And it's also raised off the ground, so it's silicone, so it's not going to scratch the bottom. And it's enough off the ground where you could add liquid in here and you could use it for steaming or pressure cooking. But this is one of those must-have. It's got the holes in it, so some people like to cook eggs in the Ninja, and this will hold the eggs in place. I got it from a reputable source, so you know that it's going to be safe to use. And it fits perfectly in the crisper basket. Also, take a quick measurement of this. So it's 8 inches wide. Next thing that I took a look at was a skewer stand. Ninja makes one. This is made by a third party. So it's a Goldlion skewer stand. Let's see what this thing looks like. The biggest question that a lot of people have on these skewer stands is not that it's convenience, but it's whether it's going to fit into the OL 701. So some sort of a free ebook here. Okay, looks like it's a bunch of skewers. This is the stand. Goes like this, and these skewers just screw into here. Now let's see the actual measurements. It's going to be about 5 inches of skewer to put your food through. You can use it for skewering meats and vegetables. You could strip steak it, you know, across here. So it'd be good for like teriyaki steaks. A lot of people use it for chicken thighs or threading chicken wings through it. It holds 15 of these, and this is the center screws in. Let me take a quick measurement here. It's 6 4/8, and we're going to take it, stick it in a basket here, and you can see that yes indeed this is an 8-quart now. It fits no problem. The OL series is relatively new, so there's been a lot of people have been discussing, would it fit my unit? Would it fit my unit? It will fit in the unit. In fact, we'll be using it today for doing some chicken wings. So on the crisper, this rack here that you get, it all kind of depends on how much chicken you get on the rack for air frying. And I've seen other people cook on it and they get, you know, between 8 and 9 chicken wings in it. Something like this, we're going to be able to get at least, it's got 15 skewers, so if you do it correctly, I mean, it depends on how you skewer it up, you could probably get double that into this air fryer at once. So that was the big question, would it fit on a 701? It definitely was originally designed for the FD401 8-quart, but it looks like it fit in. It's not going to fit in, I believe, the 6.5-quart. It may be too tall. Next one, and this is like the accessory package for baking in the Ninja. So you're going to have the loaf pan, casserole pan, and a crisper pan. Crisper pan be good for making personal-sized pizzas, frozen appetizers, reheating, maybe even putting a meat on top of it for cooking. So let's see what's in here. First thing on top is the loaf pan. It is non-stick. It's got the little Ninja name on here, so if you're baking a loaf cake on here, you may see the Ninja sign come across. Okay, the internal dimensions are 8 1/4 by 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. So that's the internal dimensions, and actually it's meant for the Ninja, so you know it's gonna fit into this machine like so. So we got the sling for it, but it's gonna fit no problem. Okay, next one is the crisper pan, non-stick all around again. It's got some real tiny legs on here. Keep a little bit off the bottom, but not enough. You're gonna have to stick this on on either the sling on the multi-rack here to keep it off the bottom. It depends on how high you want to raise it up or what you're using it for. It's about 7.5 inches, the actual cooking surface, because you got the sloping walls. Total width is almost 9 inches, and actually that's going to fit into the Ninja no problem. So it'll fit into the 6.5 quart and then the 8 quart because they use the same pan. And then the all-purpose pan they give you, again, it's non-stick all around. This is for making a cake. This pan will take a whole box cake in it, so you don't have to split up your cake into two 8-inch pans. This one here will take the whole box cake in one shot. It's deeper than your regular cake pan, so you can use it for casseroles. So the exterior of the pan is 8 3/4, but the interior is a little less than that. It's 8 3/8, something like that. And it's 2 3/4 inches deep. So it's wider than an 8-inch pan, but not as wide as a 9-inch pan, but it's significantly deeper. So I'll be using this to make, you know, you steam crispy your cake, or you can steam bake your cake, depends on what type of cake batter you're going to have. Overall, it's not heavy quality like a Calphalon or Cuisinart or Chicago Metal, but it's not lightweight either. It's not flimsy. It's probably in between. It's actually pretty thick. I mean, it's not wobbly. There's no seams, which is nice. Kind of rolled up edge here where you may get some batter and stuff caught into, but there's no seam on the inside. In fact, I think you could use it for like a Chicago style deep dish pizza too. That'll work out. But it's good quality. It's not lightweight. It's not super heavyweight. So it'll do the trick fine. So I'm kind of impressed with this. And this is made by Ninja or made for Ninja. So that's pretty quick on the accessories that I'm going to be using with the Foodi OL701. In fact, this is an unboxing too. And I'll be using the skewers later this evening for some chicken wings. And probably within a week or so, I'll use this to bake a cake in it. Or you want to use the steam crisp function on that cake. So it'll come out nice, moist, and with a crispy top. So we shall see. And this one here, later this week, we're going to do a meatloaf. And I'm not going to sure if I'm going to air fry it at this time or if I'm going to use the pressure cook method for the meatloaf. I'll do some more research and figure out which way to go. So I hope you liked the video. Please click the like button, subscribe when you have a chance, and thank you for watching.